and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. You are now rocking with Will.i.am and
Ready, bitch.
I said one bar too early. Hello, I am Robert or Berg. I play guitar and I also do vocals.
Justin, I play bass and do vocals.
Moises, I play drums.
So Moy and I met when I think we were like 15 or 16 through skateboarding. We used to skate occasionally, not like all the time, but we'd occasionally like skate. So we knew each other. And then at the time he was playing guitar at another band, and I was just starting out playing guitar. But yeah, fast forward a few years, I think 2021, right? Yeah, 2021. He started picking up the drums, and I seen he had posted a video of him jamming out, and I told him, hey, let's jam sometime. And he said he was down. I thought it was gonna be one of those things that we would say we were down, but it would never actually occur. Luego, fast forward like a week later, he calls me out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? So I pick it up. He's like, oh, you want to jam out? Like at 4? I'm like, shit, yeah. And then we met up for the first time. We wrote our song "Left Alive" like on the spot like that. Then, like a month later, that's when we met Justin through a friend of ours who was in SBA at the time. And from there, yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah.
We used to practice out Soundbite a lot in LA, Just area. Let's see. This one time, we went to go pick up Justin to go practice, and someone rear-ended Robert.
Yeah.
And they left the Birdmobile rear-ended, and the guy drove off. And we
The
went
damage is still there to this day. I never got it fixed.
I think that was like our first show too.
It was like our third or fourth show.
Yeah, dude. It
You
was
played that night?
Yeah,
Huh?
we played the same night. We went to
Yeah.
go practice and then go straight to the show. But I remember just like sitting in the back. I didn't have my seatbelt on because I was like pretty dumb about it, bro. Like I didn't have it on. And then when they rear-ended me, I just hit the front of the seat, and that shit, I got the air taken out of me and shit. That shit sucked. Like, fuck, dude, that shit. I should have just worn my seatbelt. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, how there's like the girls that when they get in an accident, their face hits the seat.
Oh, the makeup.
season.
That was just.
Yeah, that's me basically.
Yeah, show was wild.
I think for me it was like I mean I would go to a lot of shows, like my homie shows and shit like that, but there was one time when I saw like a hybrid in like Echo Park in Los Globos and shit, and that just changed my whole fucking view about like what I wanted to do and what I wanted to like perceive or like kind of like put myself as. And I don't know, then I started finding other bands. There was a bunch of different bands at the time, like just coming out and like putting in hella work, bro. And now it's so sick to see that this shit's like actually being like much more of a bigger thing. You get me? Like, yeah.
I've been playing music since I was like 3 or 4, and I grew up with music, and I've been playing guitar for forever. And I used to listen to a lot of, well, my parents got me into like rock. My dad got me an AC/DC CD and the Beatles CD and all that shit. This one time, I played the talent show sophomore year at my high school that I recently just got the video for, and I hope we can put it in that interview somehow. Like in the corner,
just in the
playing
corner,
while I
just put it
talk.
like right here.
Of me jumping in midair with my flying V, 3/4 scale, hitting the first power chord of Wendy Clear by Blink-182, and the whole fucking stadium goes crazy in the auditorium. And I'm gonna send that to you, bro.
just put it somewhere in the video.
So yeah, you can imagine where it went from there. So like Robert mentioned, I joined the band when I was like 15, 16, and I played backyard shows in Compton, and we would be like the first band playing and shit. But that's where I started, and I've been here since.
For me, I always loved music. As a kid, I'd always be like listening to music in some way, shape, or form. And then the love for punk, metal, hardcore, all that shit started. I was like in 8th grade. It started in 7th grade actually. I don't know if, I'm sure some know. There's this game called Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies with a song called 115 on Kino Toten. That shit was fucking hard. That was like what made me fall in love with like heavy shit. And then one day my dad was actually a very like big heavy metal fan. He likes fucking Metallica, Slayer, all that shit. He took me to my first Metallica concert when I was 16. And then, no, 15, my bad. And then from there, that's when I picked up the guitar and I started playing. I learned like almost every Metallica song. And from there,
This one knows every Metallica song.
I literally do. I'm a fucking nerd. But yeah, from there, I started like hearing my other influences, and then I started like incorporating it into how I write now, and with these foods.
We just rip off Metallica covers. We've been playing for like at least like 2 years now, yeah. And honestly, like, what our favorite thing about playing shows is probably just like how like I don't know. It's just a certain feeling you get up there, and it's just like everything just like kind of like just gets into the mode. You get me? Like it's just that feeling of like, for me, it's just a feeling of adrenaline getting on that stage and being able to like play like the music that we wrote together and shit. You get me? Like I don't know. That shit makes me feel fucking amazing.
For me too, it's like for me, when I'm on stage, I like to let out everything I felt. Like fucking whatever happened, like I'm angry from work, I'm angry from some other shit. So I like to beat on my shit, my guitar. I move around a lot. Also, like my music is my outlet for a lot of things emotionally. I write a lot. Like if I'm feeling mad, I play guitar. If I'm sad, I play guitar. If I'm happy, I play guitar.
I don't know, I just love playing shows. I love playing drums. I didn't start with playing drums, I started with guitar. And then I moved to playing bass, and then I started playing drums. So I just love playing. I love seeing everyone be happy. I hate, on the topic of love, I hate certain things about shows like bad people and bad energy and bad equipment. But you gotta make do with what you have.
Taking Back Sunday. I've been listening to a lot of Taking Back Sunday, bro. That shit's, and Title Fight. Taking Back Sunday, like Sunday and Title Fight.
Recently, ever since I met him, he's been trying to get me into like Blink-182 and other pop punk shit. And finally, I'm giving in. I'm like, hey, this kind of slaps, bro.
This is the shit.
Lil Uzi,
Lil Uzi.
Mac Miller, Electric Wizard, Pantera. What else? One more. I don't even know. Fucking Terry Bozzio. He played with Frank Zappa and other projects. Terry Bozzio.
Our album, we just finished. Well, we just finished the actual recording process. Now we're going to the mixing and mastering. Mixing is done, but now we just need to get mastering ready. We kind of lagged on it. I told these fools, let's have it out by like May, July, sometime 2023. Now we're in 2024. Life happens, but we're getting through it. We're starting to prosper.
Yeah, more shows. Probably really try to throw an EP release and shit like that. Like get that shit like for like back going and shit, and then just like I don't know, just like keep doing what we're doing and shit.
Some merch for our people.
That's it.
That too.
A lot of people ask, and we're like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, like
basically.
We plan on like getting some merch out, and like the homies are helping us out with that, like patches and shit. They make like a bunch of good like fucking like merch and shit. So we're trying to get that out with like patches.
More unity.
Yeah, I guess like we honestly would like to see more people like kind of like coming together and trying to make a better cause, because like honestly it's like with the scene it's like a dog eat dog world. Like everyone's kind of like doing their own shit and protecting what's theirs and shit, and like I don't know, when I see certain scenes like sticking together and making a unity and shit like that, that is sick as fuck. Like you see a lot more we see like small bits of it, but I would like to see a lot more, and especially in the LA scene and shit, because it's like everyone's fighting like each other and shit. You get me? Like I don't know.
There's so many things that can come out with the show, and obviously with unity. but I think having, or rather creating a way to have shows at certain spots, certain shows for certain people and certain crowds, to have a good pay system, to have a good support system, to have a good fan base, a way to interact with fans and less weird shit, more good music.
That part.
Some good people.
Oh shit, yeah. I guess. Okay, like I guess our wildest story has to probably be when we played in like Downey. Do you remember that?
Oh, the fire?
Oh, the fire was so fucking bad, bro. Okay, so like this is on the news as well and shit, and like there was a huge fire in Downey, and it was like under like a highway and shit, and like I remember like when we played, it was like going up in flames and shit, and like everyone was like leaving the area and shit.
It was a mess.
Like, yeah, it was a whole mess and shit. Like and like it's fucked up because like dude, when there's like a homeless encampment like not that far away, and they let us play a show there, and then somehow a fire starts, it's like, bro, there's people that actually live in those areas that don't have nowhere else to go, and it's like it makes it like a lot more like dangerous as well, because someone could have really gotten hurt at that show if the firefighters didn't come and like put it out. Like that shit was really fucking bad. Your experience?
I'm trying to think. So many.
Because that's like
yeah,
one of the
that's like
craziest,
one, bro. Like
Fuck.
there's so many
I don't know,
experiences.
let me just whip something out.
Like for me, WoW, I would say like from the perspective of WoW, for me, I would say this is probably my most stressful experience. When we went to Oakland, everyone was like scattered.
Dude, that was my most like, that was the worst.
Yeah,
That was
dude.
the
Alright,
worst.
That
so
was the worst.
I was starting to set up my stuff, and I have the wagon. The wagon, you see, it's not a camera, but I have a wagon right here that I put all my shit in when we're about to play. And it's empty because we're all set up now. And then all the homies, oh, can I put this here? Can I put this here? I'm like, dude, just go. We finally finished playing. I'm like, where's everyone at? I need them to get their stuff out. So this is like phase one of me getting like annoyed. Like no one's taking their shit. I got my girlfriend getting mad at me because she's hungry. So then I start yelling at people like, get your shit.
You get your
And
I
then-
remember
and then
he
this
got
fool was
mad at me
having-
because I had my face like laid down on that shit.
Yeah, this was having his whole other thing going on with it, and I had to be there because I was in the room with him when it was happening. So it was just, dude, it was a wild night. Like,
It was
my head was spinning everywhere.
Same. I mean, for me, probably the wildest thing I've seen at a show is everything. It's like COVID shows. Any show that was during COVID was just like the fucking grimiest show ever. You know what? I think for me it's gotta be Tromaville. It's not even like a fucking time, place, or nothing. That spot is just fucking horrible. It's like the raunchiest fucking spot ever.
I mean,
Yeah.
No disrespect to the neighborhood or nothing, but man.
I broke my tooth there.
Oh yeah, he
I
did.
broke my tooth at Trumbullville, yeah. And I just recently got it fixed and shit. But that shit, like, I remember the mic hit me and then it just falls out of my mouth. And I look at you guys with like a like a fucking dumbass smile. Dude, that shit was insane.
Hey, let's invest in hi-hat clutches.
Hi-hat clutches?
To just give out to every production. Be like, here you guys go.
Just hi-hats. Shit, dude. Like, I think the internet's a good way to like, kind of like help yourself put yourself out there and shit like that. But there are like, I feel like there are certain ways to take it. You get me? Like there's you can tell the difference when someone's being genuine than when someone's just like playing it off on the screen. You get me? Like I feel like it's hard to kind of differentiate that with the internet. But I mean like. It's just a video through the screen and shit. You get me, like, or like I don't know.
Yeah, there's pros and cons. Like Justin said, like it's a good way to promote yourself, but also there's people out there like gatekeep shit, or don't credit people, which happened there to one of our homies earlier actually. Yeah. Pros and cons everywhere.
Let's be more morally correct. Like, let's just be good people, right? So if everyone was just chill and we could all just support the bands we like and actually, because you can say you're a certain way, but a lot of people do that and they're not, right? So let's just actually improve ourselves in that manner. Let's support our favorite bands. Let's support each other. Social media is not bad, it's how we use it. And there's many scenes out there, there's many cities that have flourishing scenes and they're all over the world and all these things. And, you know, I mean, I want to see more social media activity. I like to see that shit. I like to know, because you can't be everywhere at once. You can't go to every show, you can't play every show, you know. Luckily, we live in a world where we're able to do both things at once. And it's a big advantage. It's an opportunity to do something good with yourself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just have good shows.
Yeah.
Keep playing with each other.
They're my best friends.
Yeah.
Our best friends.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think, like, just be cool with the people around you and, like, try to create this scene as a safe environment for others, because, like, it's really hard to, like, see, like, coming to these shows and, like, I don't know, it's like a lot of people come to the shows to get fucked up and, like, to party, and sure, like, we all like to have fun, but, like, respect the people around you and, like, let's make this shit a way better place for people, because, like, we want to see a lot of more community and a lot more, like, immersive with the show, because it's like we come here to escape our personal lives and, like, you get me, like, we have a lot of shit going on outside life. We don't need shit coming into this, you get me, like,
Into our outlet.
Yeah.
I noticed there's a lot more people in the scene, which is good. A lot more younger generation, and like Justin said, they all like to get fucked up. I was one of them. I got fucked up a lot. But I wish I would have spent more time being creative and actually doing things and being with my friends and creating ideas of, you know, let's throw a show here, let's do this, let's start this group, let's play these kinds of songs, let's jam, let's practice, let's actually practice, let's do things, right? And so you waste a lot of time with that. I like to see the younger generation here. I like to see more people. I want to see more people being creative. I want to give a shout out to Gecko Morning Productions.
The homie right there, bro.
Okay, so the homegirl. I'm sorry, I forgot her name.
Maria.
What? Maria. Okay, she's awesome. She's young. Her parents help her. She throws shows. She has this account. She promotes bands. She throws these shows.
Gecko presents, bro.
Anyone can do that. She's so young. The fact that she's doing that, we were doing that at one point. We were throwing our own shows, and we could still do that. Anyone can do that. But that's someone who's taking this scene, creating an idea, going forward with it, and creating this whole thing. You got everyone going to these shows. We just played with one of their shows, and it was fucking great. Everyone went. So that's just one thing, right? You have other people, you have vendors, you have people setting up. This is all great. This is all amazing. We should make this scene. We should make it something. We should make it something that people want to be in. You know, not. We already have enough fucking homeless people in LA. We already have enough drugs and all this other bullshit. There's a time and a place for everything. Obviously, everyone's gonna find their way to do it at a show or whatever. But I guess my point is to just let's bring the creativeness back.
Yeah, dude.
You watch old videos of bands playing before, you got banners up, you got all these decorations up, you got all this bullshit. That's just little things, right? That's all visual, but that all adds on to how you become as a person, how you see people around you, and the vibe that's around you, you know, the image you create. These are all things, dude. I want shit to be like how it was before,
Yeah,
bro.
like everyone's just starting shit, start a dance,
So
start
focused on
fucking
music.
bending, or like do whatever. Do something, basically.
Yeah, let's
Do something.
Anyone can play an instrument, bro. Everyone should be playing an instrument.
Yeah.
Music.
And don't be afraid to play like what you want to play. Like you don't have to be like everyone. You don't have to be like, oh, I want to be exactly like this band. Nah, dude, like express yourself.
Express
Through your
yourself.
guitar, through your vocals, through your drumming, your bass playing. Like be yourself. Like, express yourself through your music. That's what it's for.
What else?
Yeah, fucking with me.
Dude, I remember you videotaped us, and then at one point in the video, like your mic gets like knocked out.
yeah.
Dude.
That's
I mean, dude, that, honestly, when I watched that video, it's like, that show was like honestly.
We were a year and a half in already. I think.
It was like a time when we were like really fucking like it was like this like we were like just really on it and shit. I remember playing that show and I was just so hyped. I was just like I just started screaming and everything, bro. Like that shit was just insane.
I was a little wild back then.
Yeah, like
I tend to be the one like observing these foods because I don't smoke too much and I definitely don't do any other shit. I don't drink none of that.
If it wasn't for Robert, I'd probably be dead.
yeah, we probably like. I remember back then too. Like I would ride with this fool a lot. He would pick me up and we'll just go to the show and get ready.
It was wild.
Yeah, good times, good times.
Shout out my dad, my mom, my girlfriend, my brothers and my sisters, my homies, the studio, these foods,
Jacob, Apocalypse,
Lalo interviewing us.
Pray for Dad, all the homies. And
Fuck
shit.
everyone. I hate the human race.
That's right. Nah, but yeah, like just shout out all the homies, the people who support us. Like without the people who support us, we wouldn't really be here. And to be honest, we're just three dudes that fucking love to play music.
It's still
and
wild
shit.
to me that people like our shit. I'm like, damn, you like what I wrote? That's crazy.
You get me? Like, it's like, yeah, it's weird because like, there was a little kid who came up to me at like that Free Palestine show, and he was with his family, bro. Like, he brought his mom, his dad, and his grandpa.
That's it.
And like, when I was like, because I was running the door and shit, he comes up to me and he was just like, "Hey, aren't you Justin from Boryoku?" And like, he was just like telling me like, he came here to like see us and shit, and like to see like fucking all our homies, like Pray for Death, Multo, Desgracia, like all those guys, like, and Bimbo, and like, and it was like, it felt good, you get me, to see like a younger generation like taking up what we're trying to leave behind, because like we never know, we can get old and like, you get me, get old of doing this shit, and we need this shit to keep going. The scene is like alive right now. Keep this shit alive. Do something.
Yeah, shout out to every single person that has listened to and enjoyed our music and supported us, because it wouldn't be possible without you. And playing to nobody sucks. And honestly, there was a lot of times where we would play shows to no one, or we would play a show where it would get like Reyna and cops would show up. And there's people that have been supporting us since forever.
Since day one.
Since day one. And we appreciate those people.
You guys
Shout out.
smell
Shout out to Chief Keef. Shout out Mac Miller. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Kanye West. Shout out to Avenged Sevenfold. Shout out to Mr. Bungle.
Shout out to my cats.
Shout out to This Was Cats. Shout out to
Everyone.
Shout out to Lalo.
Shout out to all their inspirations.
That's right.
Shout out to every other band in the scene.
Yup.
Shout out to Arizona Raspberry Iced Tea.
Shout out to the blue low carb Monster Energy for keeping me up through my hardest days.
And fuck word.
Nah, I like my
Heavy
I
on
like
that
my
one.
job at Vans.
You're this fool? Fool actually likes his job. How should we do that?
Honestly, thank you for having us. First of all, like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for like, thank you for having us. Like, honestly, it was pretty cool. Like, just to be able to talk about it.
Yeah, I tend not to talk much either, but I've been working on that lately. Hopefully, I know they'll notice because I used to be very quiet, but I'm trying to come out on my shell.
Please make this our job.
Please make this.
Please
our-
watch this and like it.
like, subscribe.
Listen to our music.
You know, just get us up there, guys.
Get us off the hood.
We'll get you off the hood.
We'll take you guys with us.
You know. I need to eat, man.
We're fucking starving.
Oh, an outro, huh? Fuck.
Thanks for guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know how to do it.
Let's get sturdy.
Let's get sturdy.
Let's get sturdy. Let's just get sturdy. You ready?
Well, I don't know how to get sturdy.
That sucks.
Just walks out the frame.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one. Oh, fuck. Hopefully I can do this. Oh.
I'm not
You
doing
good?
all that.
You okay?
Bye.